was all dressed, but he was feeling depressed. He wasn't feeling blessed because he was being oppressed. He thought that all his rhymes were just gonna make everyone cry. He was feeling like he was dying, and he wasn't even lying. He had a lot of shame, and it wasn't even a game. There was no one else to blame, cause he was the only one in the frame. He had a personality that was sought out like a salary.
Had to step back to reality, suck it up like gravity.
He had a lot of sorrow, cause there was nothing left to borrow. His thoughts were so narrow, couldn't be opened with an arrow. He knew that he was dope, but he had no hope. He looked at his life through his scope, but it told him no. His memories were bad, and they weren't even rad. They made him so mad, and they eventually made him sad. He had emotions that were intense like oceans. He just needs a potion just to give himself some motion.
He just wants the time of plenty.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time
To find his true identity. To find his true identity. He just wants to do the chemistry.
Yeah, it is my life.
To get to his own destiny. To get to his own destiny.
Yo, once was a night, but it was a bad night. He came home from school, but he wasn't feeling cool. He had his disappointment because it got to his point of no return, so he just wanted to burn. He didn't want the drama cause he couldn't stand the trauma. It was happening in his head, so he just wanted to be dead. He really wanted to die, and he didn't even lie.
You could see it through his eyes, it was bleeding through his mind.
He had a lot of schoolwork, and he was feeling like a jerk. It gave him the biggest irk, and not even close to a smirk. His parents scolded him, and they never gave him a vim. They did it so much, it tensed him up like a clutch. But that's not all, cause there was more that made him fall. He thought he was gonna shine, he fell from cloud 9. He was told what was final, so he wasn't feeling vital. That's when he thought his rap was gonna turn him into a brat.
He just wants the time of plenty.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time
To find his true identity. To find his true identity. He just wants to do the chemistry.
Yeah, it is my life.
To get to his own destiny. To get to his own destiny.
Yo, I'm doing all the games because I burst it into flames. This is the last straw, I'm not even calling it a draw. I've had enough, which means it's time to be tough. I can no longer be weak and let myself fall down the creek. It's time to face the world without letting myself get swirled. I am JD, and I was born in Tennessee. It's time to be the real me, be myself and feel free. I'm not Eminem, so I gotta wake up from this limb. I'm not from 8 Mile, so I gotta have my own style. I've never lived in a trailer, cause my family's not a failure. I have a better life, which means I don't need the strife. I may be young, but I guess it's just life. I gotta be strong and know how to move on. We all make mistakes, we just gotta do what it takes to be the best, just like all the rest. I know I've got some problems and they ain't awesome. It doesn't mean I'm terrible, cause I've learned in the parable that nobody's perfect and they won't always be correct. I know I've always messed up because I've always tensed up. I know that I was depressed because I wasn't feeling blessed. It's all just life, even though it's not tight. I know that I was sad, but it doesn't mean I can't be bad.